Welcome back to Steep in the Woods. I'm Josh. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome. If you're a tough old root, then welcome back. This here is our spring. It don't look like much now, but that was not the case just the other day. So that was a quiet video. I had a lot going on in my mind. There was a stress level. Once you get to the capping process and you've actually started it, you don't want to leave it. So I needed to finish that day. But that's just the general gist of it. You can change it however you want to. I would encourage you to go out there and to try to cap a spring of your own. This was really, really cheap. Probably like $50 in materials for this. The most expensive part was running the pipe from here to the house because it's over 200 feet. But if you just wanted to cap one and have a little stubby hose that just has water running, that you could get away with that for super cheap. You might as well go ahead and do it and give it a shot. You may not need it now, but you might need it later. This spring doesn't produce a ton of water, and a lot of people don't use the plastic. I used the plastic because I want it to be a set it and forget it. If we find a better spring, or if we go, there's a creek about 200 feet that way, if we dam it up, decide to get our water from there, or rainwater collection, or what have you. I wanted to be able to leave this and it not go anywhere. This spring will always be producing X amount of gallons per year. It's entirely possible this mountain is covered in springs. I'm looking at a couple wet spots right below me that there may be more water at. It's entirely possible that in the future, if we're unhappy with the flow of this spring, we could cap that one and just funnel the two together. Or we cap a third one and funnel that one together. Hell, we might even cap, 3 springs here and go over there and dam up the creek and divert it too. Because water is awesome, right? Water is wonderful. You can't have too much water, on a hose. I think you can have too much rain. We've certainly been getting close here lately on the level of rain that is considered too much in my book. But as far as like on demand in a pipe, you can't have too much water. You could power a water wheel. You could do a 24/7 gold sluice. I was thinking with ours, what I'll probably do is try to find me an old sink, right? So this spring's going to go to a couple big barrels. Then from those barrels, when the barrels are full, it'll overflow. I'm thinking I'm going to take that overflow and just have a sink, an outside sink that just has the overflow water pouring in it. And that's what you can wash off your vegetables with. From there, you can go from the sink, just out and about. You can go from the sink to a pond or the sink to a gold sluice. I mean, you can do anything with it. I do think, though, after capping this one, like I say, it's set up forever. It'll always be producing a certain amount of water. In the future, we will end up damming the creek or trying to cap a couple others because I have a lot of plans. Everything I just said, as outlandish as that sounds, is on the Steep in the Woods list here. Pond, a water wheel, the sink thing, gold sluice, all of that. It's just you can run from one to the other to the other. It's the beautiful thing about this place, and if I was to be as presumptuous as to say, the beautiful thing about this channel is that we're out there enough to give it a try. Give it a try. Try anything. Anything wholesome. You should go out there and try. Try to dig you a spring. You might need it later. Try a water wheel. Try gold panning. Dam up the creek. See if you can't do an aqueduct or something. Try to build a pond. If it blows out, whatever. It's just, you only got one life. You might as well try as much as possible. So all of that will be coming up. I want to thank you for sticking it out on that quiet video. Try it, man. $50 and a lot of work. I think I get hung up on the money amount because that's what we don't have. But the work is probably what would stop most people. How do I bridge that gap? How do I encourage somebody to do work? You can do it. I don't care your situation or anything. You can do it. You can rent equipment. I didn't want to go that route because I want to keep it as natural as possible. Rent equipment. Get your buddy. All you got to do is go out there and buy like a 24-pack and tell all your friends to bring their shovel. They can have as much as they want. You get your hole dug, and you probably don't have to do that much work for it. Either way, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you like what you saw, hit that button. If you're new to the channel, hit that other button. If you want to help support the channel, there are links below. Until next time, here, Steep in the Woods.
to go.